Yeah, I know what type of time I'm on when I step in the scene, man. Had them bottles ready, had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention, nigga.
Welcome to brand new episode of Another City Opinion Podcast. It's your boy John, my co-host Bree. Now let's get right into it. Oh, nah. Bree, hilarious. You almost messed up the intro. You had me laughing. But I was still able to, bang out that intro. But you almost had it. But we're going to start off today with, someone who seems like been bouncing back pretty well from the slap heard around the world, well, the slap seen around the world from a Fresh Prince, but Chris Rock seems to be bouncing back, and now Chris Rock is set to be the first person to ever do a live performance for Netflix, which is dope because Netflix don't really do no live stuff, but I think it's dope, man. Obviously, Netflix, there's competition in the streaming world now. Netflix held a tight grip on the streaming world, but now we got the Hulu. Well, Hulu came. Oh no, they was around the same time, but I think Netflix. Was one of the first, if not the first. You got the Hulu, you got the HBO Maxes, you got Disney Plus, you got Amazon Prime Video. I feel like I'm forgetting some others, but we got all these streaming platforms, so I guess Netflix is doing what they can to stay in front of the competition, give us the audience something fresh and new, and they went with Chris Rock to do the first live performance with Netflix. I think it's a good choice. I thought if it was to be anyone to get that, it would have been Dave Chapelle, the way Dave stood by Dave Chapelle when they've been trying to cancel Dave Chapelle. But Chris Rock got the nod, which is dope. I'll be looking forward to it. What's your thoughts on it?
Dave Chapelle.
Hey, everybody like who they like. But I would have thought he would have probably been the first one, but they went with Chris Rock. It's a nice bounce back, He's been doing shows here and there quietly, but this would be like the first, main.
Hold on, Johnny. Something on my floor. I spilled mad coffee. Okay, go ahead.
But like I said, this is a nice bounce back from Chris Rock. He's done shows where people snuck footage in here and there, but this will be like his first public performance that we've seen since the slap, which I think is dope.
Here's the thing. I don't like live performance. Let me not say I don't like it, but I don't.
I mean, you don't like to watch. If you want to watch a live performance, you want to be in attendance. That's how you enjoy your live performance.
Right.
You don't enjoy a live performance sitting in comfort of your home, sitting there and watching it.
Yeah, I hate live performances, and this is with everything. I mean, this is with like Annie, when they make Annie live performance, or Beauty and the any of those live performances, I hate. I just hate it. It's cringing to watch. But I think Chris Rock is trying to do too much, and I feel like he's capping on the smack to make him even more relevant. Like, it's like this victimized kind of stuff, me, and I don't know. I just don't feel like he just came off tour with Kevin. Like, what jokes are we gonna say here?
Well, he might borrow some, because remember, again, a lot of his shows were not obviously to those that was in attendance. I'm pretty sure comedians, reuse certain jokes, tweak it a little bit, and then
yeah. But is it good? Is it gonna be good? Only because, again, you just came off tour with one of the biggest comedians, and you had to bring your A game. You had to bring all your jokes. So now to see like the live performances is like, okay, what can we possibly talk about? But I mean, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I think it's I just don't like the concept of live So I'm not gonna even say it's dope because I don't like that concept, but I get why they're trying to do that. Netflix is trying to like turn over where it's like Hulu and stuff, where it's like live moments and live shows and shit like that. So I guess that's what they're trying to enter into their competitors. But I don't know. I just don't see it like.
It may be a hit or be a miss because obviously.
But that's what I'm saying. I personally don't see it being a hit. But
because obviously after the live performance, I'm pretty sure Netflix will have the streaming rights and they'll stream it. I don't know how long the availability will be on Netflix. Most likely, probably be instant. Like soon as it plays, I'm pretty sure they'll throw it right onto the platform. But obviously, most people that check it out most likely probably are anticipating some type of jokes or him commenting on the situation. Will he? Who knows? But it'll help build anticipation to the thing. But Chris Rock's a comedian. He's an established comedian. He's been doing it for a long time now.
Right.
But obviously, there's a little cloud due to the situation that took place. Damn, how long has it been? A few months? Ooh, yeah. 2022 almost out of here. Ooh.
That's crazy.
2022 is almost out of here. We're about to start gearing up for our good old
Nigga, we made it
special. Yeah, the New Year, Coach Capsule New Year. Damn, I just remember when we did the halftime show. We did the halftime. Ooh, time is flying. Oh, he needs to slow down a bit. But yeah, I like Chris Rock. I'll tune into it. But I'm pretty sure, like you said, so I think a good majority of people are his fans are gonna tune in. But I think there's still gonna be a good portion of people to tune in just to see if he's gonna respond. Has he put it behind him? It's the anticipation of what he's gonna do, because obviously it's always been that since, and it seems that while he was on tour, he kept it light. He never really talked about it. But this is gonna be a live performance that's gonna be more accessible to everybody else, and everybody else to see. So it might be a little bit different, just my opinion. So if he chooses to, he might this time he might tap into that. But we are going to transition to interesting sci-fi story. It seems like one of these days we're gonna be in the iRobot situation. Either iRobot, Terminator, Zombie Apocalypse, The Purge, or we're gonna have our very own Hunger Games, or one of these shit's gonna come to life because people keep tempting with technology and sci-fi stuff. They just keep poking the bear. So as I start off that with all these interesting facts, this guy created a VR video game where if you die in the game, you could die. Well, not you could. If you die in the game, you die in real life. And on the VR set, it has, I believe, 3 explosive charges in the headset. So as soon as you perish in the game, that's all, folks. I want to say this. I still think it's a crazy idea. I don't know where people will get the idea to do some shit like this, but do you think I don't know how to answer this question. I'm just saying, what's your overall thoughts on the whole fact that someone decided to make a game where you could die in real life if you play it?
It's like Jumanji, right? That's like Jumanji.
It is, but it isn't. Because worst case scenario, Jumanji, you can stay stuck in the game and just live in the jungle.
That's death.
Yeah.
It's death.
You rather take your chances, try to live in the jungle, or as soon as you fuck up in the game, your head blows up.
Well, Johnny, not to get deep, but that's the world we live in today. It's a game every day you walk out these doors. It's a fucking game, and it's a dangerous game. People be walking down the street, all of a sudden you hear a bullet, you get shot. Boom, you're dead. You with your girlfriend eating that Roscoe chicken. It's like Grand Theft Auto. People come in with guns and try to steal your chains. Oops, you're dead. You're playing a game of dice. Oops, you're dead. It's like we live in the game world.
I know it's a little crazy outside, yes, but you are.
So what's the difference?
The difference is a lot of situations are out of your control. Yes, you could step outside, step off the curb, and get smacked by a bus. Yes, that's possible.
Right.
You could walk to the store, people from across the street start arguing, start shooting at each other.
Right.
And you have nothing to do with that. Yes, that's possible. The difference is people are willing to choose to play a video game where they know if they don't beat it and they lose, they die. Is it really worth the thrill or challenge to try to beat that game? Is it?
What do you get if you win?
Is win the thrill of beating the game.
No, I would need to win something. See, I'm the type of person that I in order to get encouraged to do anything, I would have to win something at the end of the game, if that makes sense. So I can see why some people. I can see why some people will want to play the game because it makes sense for them to win something, right? But again, I just feel like people feel like they're so good at video games that they probably don't think they're going to lose and die. So to them, it's just, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's a game that they know they're going to win. Yeah. There's some people, there's certain people that think they're that good where they're not gonna die.
No, honestly, your point is, but the point, I'm not disagreeing with that. You are correct. What you said is correct. But what I'm saying is, no one has no type of knowledge. Like, what if this game is not even about being good at it? You know, like no one knows.
Like, well, he has to put out something, Johnny, that tells what the game is.
Yeah, it's inspired by anime that I watch. It's inspired by anime. The guy who created it said the idea of making Lifetime a real life to a video game is fascinating to him. But
what?
No, but what I'm saying,
I think if you just think of it in a negative way, of course it's going to be a bad thing, Johnny. But some people like playing video games, and I think this adds like a thing to them. And I don't think you can kill people in real life. Like, he can say you die, but I don't think he can do that. I really don't think he can do that. Because I think that
if you sign a waiver saying whatever happens and I ain't responsible for it.
Yeah, I still don't think he could just kill people, Johnny.
It's not. Nobody's ever this. There's no. I can't. He can't kill people. Technically, he's not killing them.
He is.
Nah, they choosing to play the game. It's no. At this moment, there's no law against it, to my knowledge, because something like this has never been around to come and like, oh nah, you're bugging out. You can't do this. This is something new. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I don't think you could just kill people though.
Not gonna kill them. People choose to play the game. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was like Squid Game, man. They tell you like, yo, that big ass shit of money, you survive it or make it to a certain level, you get a portion of that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people sign up and play that game. But like I said, so someone dies from playing that game, then we'll see some type of regulation and, you know, laws and bills passed to prevent it from happening. But at the moment, he said apparently is built a headset that, you know, you play it and you die in the game, you die in real life. So there.
Yeah, I just don't see him not going to jail for that or getting sued for that. Yeah, I just don't see it.
I'm saying he would get sued, but the thing is, you sign a waiver, there's nothing you can do about that. And I'm pretty
Waivers
sure
don't cover everything.
You sign a waiver is not is pretty much you give up your right to because you can't find. So it's like if I go do something that I can get hurt at, and I sign a waiver and I get hurt, the people that I signed up with are not liable for anything because that's me making an open choice to do what I did. That's what I'm saying. So since something like this has never been out or has been a possibility, there's no really rules and regulations to it. So that's what I'm saying. Let some craziness happen. Then you're gonna see obviously you're gonna see, okay, nah, he's bugging. To everyone that's probably read the article or really thought about it, it's like, nah. They probably say, "Oh, he's crazy," but they probably thinking that it's like, they probably brushing it off because they don't think anything's gonna come of it. It's like, why would he waste his money doing some shit like that? Most people probably gonna brush it off. But that's what I'm saying. Let that first person die in that game and die in real life. We'll have a different story because people try to lay the hammer down. That's just
Let's see. Yeah, because I personally just don't see it happening, but that I could be wrong. But
most people don't think that's gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. So there's no rules against it. So if it happens, it's like, and worst comes of it, then it's like, all right.
But how there's no rules against murder, Johnny? You keep saying there's no laws against it. It's murder.
It's not murder.
Whether it's a video game, but yes, it is. Whether you sign a waiver or not, it's murder. You murdering somebody in a. Think about it. You murdering.
Worst case scenario, manslaughter at best, or what's the other one? It's another one. I don't think you get a murder charge out of it because your intent. Because murder has, obviously there's different degrees of murder, but I don't. Maybe they would. I don't know. Like I said, something like this has never been a possibility. So maybe, like I said, forgot what the other one is. It's murder, manslaughter, and it's another one. It might be either manslaughter or the other one, even with the waivers. But like I said, let it actually happen, and something happens where it goes left. We'll definitely see. We'll see people, because they definitely gonna implement a lot of things to prevent that shit from ever happening again. But like I said, people want to tempt sci-fi. Next thing you don't know, like I said to open this topic, we're gonna have people representing each state in the Hunger Games.
Oh God, y'all so dramatic. Y'all are so dramatic. It's not gonna get there, but y'all just so dramatic.
Yeah, because
whenever they say, okay.
The zombie apocalypse. No, it's funny. I just seen I seen a meme. Did I screenshot it? Hold on, it's on this topic. Photos. Yeah, I didn't screenshot it, but it was like a joke talking about when the shit started happening in the Terminator movie. It was the year 2025, and we're almost like 2-3 years away from that set year. It just made me laugh. It was a funny meme. But hey, people want temp with the sci-fi.
Y'all just be paranoid.
We're not about to be paranoid. You know, people want temp faith. Temp faith for all you want. You're gonna get the answer, and chances are you ain't gonna get the answer you're gonna like. But we're gonna leave that alone and gonna transition to we're gonna do a good old movie review. For those who don't know, I'm pretty sure majority of people know. This past weekend, Black Panther 2: Wakanda Forever came out. I seen the movie Friday in the afternoon. Bree, when did you see the movie?
Thursday.
Seen it Thursday, so you got that nice early release.
I saw a double feature. That's why.
Damn, so you was in the movie theater for like 5 hours.
We really was. When we went in there at 12, it was light outside. When we exit, it was like dark. I was like, damn, homie.
Yeah. You said not really. I was in there for like 5 hours. Oh, he said like 5 hours.
It was worth it though. It was worth like seeing the first one again, just like on the big screen. Because it's been years since you've seen the first one on the big screen.
Yeah, because it came out in 2018.
Right. It was always good to see Chad Boswick on the big screen. So I was actually happy to see the double feature.
I think they did a good job of paying tribute to him. But I'm not gonna lie, that movie had a lot of moments. It was just like, damn, shit. Ooh, some sad ass moments. Like, damn.
So here's the thing. I told my husband this. It was a memorial for the people who the commoners and the fans who couldn't make it to the actual funeral. This was his funeral. This was his moment that where we was able to lay him to rest and mourn Chad, and then now start the healing process of it. But we as the fans needed that moment where it was just a memorial moment where some people got to cry and some people got to mourn and it was when he passed. Unfortunately, we was still during COVID, and so a lot of people couldn't really go to his funeral or do this or do that because of everything. But this was a moment for us as the fans and the people who watched him get to mourn. So I'm kind of happy they didn't take away from that. I'm happy that they did certain things. I'm not gonna give a spoiler because there's certain people still haven't seen it yet. But I like that they did certain things in the movie to portray him as a person. And when I mean him, I mean T'Challa, made him into Chad. And so you have that moment where they became one person. Chad and T'Challa became one person, and he was the symbol of Black Panther. So I think they did a beautiful job. I think the clothing in this one was beautiful. Them reintroducing Zuri in the sense that now we got to meet her. They did that so beautiful, right? So Zuri in the first one, we saw her as a little sister who was like all about her brother and all about just like Wakanda this, Wakanda, and then this one we got to meet Zuri, and I loved how he did that. I don't know. I love this movie. I think I will probably go see it again by myself. Don't judge me. But I thought it was a beautiful, beautiful take on just like this story that needed to come to an end. I think they did a beautiful job doing that.
Yeah, obviously I enjoyed Namor's character. I felt like Namor, did the actor who played Namor did a fantastic job. But overall, Namor's character was dope. Obviously, we had this conversation before, like when we talked about when the trailer first came out, like somewhat expectations of like how the movie's gonna be or whatnot. Obviously, they had to do a lot, so I enjoyed the movie. I felt it wasn't as action packed, but like
Right.
for like the action scenes that it did have were like dope. Like they were still
Right.
like enjoyable action scenes, but I found it to be like it wasn't as action packed as it could have been. But again, like we discussed, they had so much other other things and to do so much stuff like basically without like spoiling the movie, like giving the previous Black Panther a proper tribute, and then doing the changing of the guard, and then transitioning to who's gonna be the new current Black Panther. So it's like they had a lot to do, even though the movie's like 2 hours and 41 minutes. I think they did a good job of like make like a nice blend, tribute, all the like developing a new character, because obviously Namor is gonna play a big role in MCU in the future. So
Right.
introducing him and developing his story, paying tribute, the changing of the guard, and then doing the things to set up the future Marvel things, and like really connecting everything that is going on. So it's like they had a lot to do in that movie. I think it was a good blend. To me, overall, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a good movie. But, even with the good job they did, you still felt like even though with the job they did, you still felt that missing presence of like, Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa character. Because obviously, everyone, once he got it, he did. He did Captain America Civil War. Everybody's, oh, nah, Black Panther 2018 comes. You get the Black Panther movie, kills it, and obviously he did well before. The unfortunate news, he did Endgame, he did Infinity War, Endgame. So we got basically we got 4 appearances from him as Black Panther before his untimely death. So it's like not to like not downplay everybody else in the cast that did him. No, everyone did. Angela Bassett character, I can't think of her name off the top, but she did a great role in that movie. She was dope. She held it down in that movie. She did a great. She had a phenomenal performance. But it's just you felt like obviously Chadwick Boseman character. You felt that it was missing. His presence was missing.
Right.
But I enjoyed the
Right.
movie. Good movie, and I wish the Black Panther series much success. Then you get that good old twist towards the end of the movie. No spoiler, we get that good old twist, which I felt was a very clever one. Some people may disagree. I felt it was clever because again, this is something we discussed previously. I ain't trying to get too much into because I know some people went hard to go see it that first opening weekend, but not everybody seen it. So I don't want to spoil it. But I felt like that was a clever twist because it relieved pressure while creating a fresh air, a breath of fresh air. So I felt like that twist was very clever and was dope.
I did too.
In my opinion, because now everybody's going to agree with it. I'm pretty sure you'll find someone that probably disliked the movie or whatnot. But overall, I thought the movie was good. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. Listen, you can't please everybody.
That's true. That is true. They had a lot
Again,
to work with, so that people had to we discussed that people have to understand that they had a lot to work with.
I'm not gonna keep saying this. This was a memorial service. This was a moment for us to mourn T'Challa and to mourn Chad, and just understand that life happens, and he fought a good fight, and damn, did he fight one good fight. And the fact that he was able to give us a Black Panther movie while going through chemo, shout out to him, man. Shout out to Chad. That was just, it was beautiful. Couldn't have been any more beautiful. So
he gave us
I loved it.
He was able to give us a legendary character and perform and do, have multiple appearances while fighting something that, that's probably took a major toll on his body. Right. And dealing with that and not telling no one, so you're dealing with that and then going to work and dealing with whatever stress he had to deal with at work, because obviously you have your good days at work and you have your bad days at work. So dealing with that and that, he was dealing with a lot, But shout out to him, Black Panther 2. Dope, and I can't wait till the next Marvel movie. And I think Marvel movie / Marvel series are both, I think 2023 Brown. I think that's next project we'll get is in 2023. Like Ant-Man and the Wasp, I believe February 7th, 2023 is his release date. And I'm looking forward to the next Marvel movie. Obviously, we know what movie you're waiting for. I think that's what, 2024?
Yeah.
2024.
All right. Listen, I went to go see Black Panther, and that'll be the last one I go see. No, I'm lying. I went to go see Black Adam too. That sucked.
Our Black Adam was good. I ain't watched it yet.
Oh, that shit sucked. But okay.
You're not a big fan of superhero movies, so I have to watch to see. You're not a big fan of superhero movies.
He said it sucked too.
I'll go watch and I'll come up with my own opinion. Maybe I'll
Whatever.
Maybe I'll disagree with you. I have to watch.
Whatever.
I have to watch it to see. But now we're going to transition to a story that went viral, and obviously it had its fallout. So this white teacher basically admitted to his class that he was racist. And he did it on video. So basically, he was on video. I'm pretty sure he knew he was being recorded. What's your real thoughts on the video and everything that took place? He's obviously since the viral video, I think they announced today that he was fired, but it's been like a few days.
He talks.
Say that again?
If you watch the video, he talks today. If you watch the video, he talks about his ethnicity, like his race, is a dominant race. It's a
superior. He says
superior race. So here's the thing, and I think this is my problem. When people then hear this story, they're like, "Oh, but that's his opinion. We allow Kanye to say what he wants," but Kanye has never said he's racist, and just blatantly come out and said he's racist. And Kanye is not teaching these young kids in this school. So again, I personally don't. Again, it makes me feel bad because if you continue to watch the video, like one of the kids stand up and was like, "Whenever we ask you to use the bathroom," and this was a Black kid, and he's like, "Whenever we ask you to use the bathroom, you tell us no, but don't let one of the white kids ask to use the bathroom, and you like let them go to the bathroom." And you can see that this has affected these kids, right? And thank God they're at an age where they kind of understand, but don't really understand the questions and the answers he's telling them. I think it's just, it makes me feel sad that we are in still a time where we allow white teachers to say things like, "Oh yeah, I'm racist," and they teaching these Black kids. I think that becomes a little like your heart breaks, and it's like, damn, that it makes me not want to put my kid in school, period, because it's like, are all teachers at this point where they just blatantly coming out saying I'm racist, and now you expect these parents to let you teach their kids? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, I personally, I'm very happy that the school fired him. I hope they now gonna retrain and reteach these teachers and figure out where they at in the spectrum, because like it's crazy to me, Johnny. Like, it shouldn't.
No.
Now these black kids now experience maybe one of the worst feelings that the teacher that's supposed to be teaching them and guiding them, right? For I think it's what's about May, June, 10 months. Who's supposed to be guiding them is now racist. So that's just a bad feeling, and it discourages you from wanting to continue school. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it discourages the students to want to finish school. If now I have it in my head, all teachers are racist, all teachers are, this and that, all the white teachers are this and that, and I don't want to go to school if that's what it's gonna be. You get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah,
it's just discouraging.
Creates a culture like that type of environment, being that. But I'm just thinking, like, crazy world we live in. Just like overall thinking about it, but I understand he said he tried to, be as honest as he can, or that's what he said. He was being honest, but it's just like, how do you come like feel like, even if that's what you are and you're still teaching these kids, I'm just trying to see what would have been like the overall lesson to actually tell the kids this is what it is. I know, I understand honesty. Everyone's big on honesty, but in certain situations, obviously honesty key, but I feel like in that situation, you stand with what you stand, like, you believe what you believe in, but you teach your kids. So it's like, like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, how did you felt like this was gonna, like, go about, like,
Right.
You're just gonna tell your students, yeah, I'm racist, and keep teaching them and expect them to return because you say that, and obviously, now, shit, I'm said student in the class. I raised my hand. You picked the white student over me. Do I think you pick, like, after a while? Do I think, oh, I'm never getting picked because of student being white and thing? Because some students actually like participating in class. That's something like, when they have the right answer, to raise their hand and like, yes, I was the one to get the correct answer. So it's like stuff like that, or shit, they feel like they do presentations. They feel like stuff like that. I feel like it opens up like a web of where students start to think like, damn, I think I did a better job than I actually did, or I did a better job than the student, but you're telling me I might have gotten a worse grade, or something worse due to the fact that my teacher's racist. Like, there's a whole bunch of like webs and like different conversations that open up to for these kids. Obviously, they're kids, but it's like that's just like I would say like a quick taste of like what goes on in like the real world. And obviously, everyone tries to shield kids and whatnot, keep them protected from what takes place in the real world, while shield them while preparing them to grow up and live in the real world. I just felt like, I don't know. Listen,
Yeah, it just wasn't a good feeling.
it was just terrible. I just, again, I feel like he was probably leaning to be too honest, or like be honest, but at that point, it's like, you come out and say that to like your students, you basically lost the class. Because like, why would anybody go back to that class? And shit,
Right.
if it wasn't on video, and you start missing that class, you tell your parents what the teacher said, but
Nobody's gonna believe them.
Nobody's no proof, and you start missing that class, you fuck around getting in trouble, and you get your parents in trouble because they probably contact child services, or like, yo, this kid keeps missing class, or this specific class, or shit like that. So it's like this crazy situation. No one involved,
Right.
but it's like, I'm pretty sure he ain't the only racist teacher that teaches currently. I'm pretty sure he's not. I'm pretty sure there's definitely other.
No, there is. But he's the only one. He's the only one who said it.
Yeah, he's the one that said it. So he was the one that was bold enough to really, tell the class. But hey, I guess
It's just stupid. It's just so
it is dumb.
stupid.
I'm just thinking like he ended up losing his job. You felt like that's the fair punishment for him saying what he said.
I think he need to go to jail too. They're not gonna do it, but the way he was talking to those kids, you could tell like he's always been like that. So listen, I'm just happy he's out of the school system and get these kids now a better teacher. You know what I'm saying? But because that shit ain't cutting it.
Yeah, I guess they just have to do much better thorough check when it comes to this. I feel like racism shouldn't exist, but obviously it does. It's like even though, like I said, it shouldn't exist and it shouldn't be accessible or like where I feel like schools is one place where it shouldn't be allowed at all, and kids shouldn't have to experience it at school. I feel like, I feel like it shouldn't be, no one should experience it at all. But I feel like school is like the number one place where no one should.
They should, yeah.
Like that's like the number one because that's where the kids is at. That's definitely going to alter. Because at the end they gotta grow, so it's gonna play its whatever toll it does on the child and their mentals. I feel like that's like the one place where no one should experience it at. Shouldn't be, again, no, it shouldn't be experienced anywhere, but I feel like that should be the number one place where kids should be able to go to school, then do whatever school, just school kid stuff, like school and kid stuff. That's what should be taking place. They shouldn't have to deal with that. That's just in my opinion.
Right. No, I get you. I get it. I have a kid at school.
We're going to transition. Did you actually see the video? That video was crazy. And for those who don't know what we're talking about the plane crash at the plane show. That video was just.
Didn't see it because I can't watch things like that. Johnny did not have nightmares.
Nah, but I understand what you're saying, but that shit just happened so sudden. It's like I'm not gonna lie. When I seen the video, like I heard about it. So it was like I heard about the crash before I seen the video. So it's like I heard about it. I came about the video, and that shit just like, sometimes just like you watch a video, you're like, I don't feel like watching this video. Like,
yeah.
Like I said, while having that thought process, like, I don't know, I shouldn't have watched it. While doing all that shit happens. Like, I'm like, oh shit. So it's like, you go to watch the video. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna watch it. And that little decision, like, now I'm gonna watch it. That shit happened. That's how quick it was. I'm like, damn. I think they said six people died in the accident. So condolences to their loved ones, their families, and everyone affected about that. But obviously accidents happen, but I just feel like with these plane shows, I don't know, people enjoy watching them, but I just feel like certain things ain't meant to be doing tricks on, like doing maybe upside down, doing spins. They do that.
We watch, all right, but we watch other stuff that's worse to be on, and it's okay. So what's the difference between the plane?
I'm saying certain things people shouldn't be doing tricks on. I'm not talking about like watching something. I'm just saying like I feel like certain things, I don't think anyone should be doing tricks with planes. Obviously, there's experience, flyers, they train, they get certified and stuff like that. I don't think you should be doing tricks with planes.
So you would never jump out of a plane?
No.
Hmm.
Unless I had to and I had a parachute, I had no choice, yeah. But other than that, I'm not jumping out no plane.
Okay.
But so would you go skydiving?
Hell nah. But I wouldn't go skydiving before this happened. I just don't play with my life like that. But there's certain people who do. And there's certain people who like watching these type of things. So what I'm saying to you is, if everything that's dangerous, then we need to start watching it and promoting it. So, but what I'm saying is, I get what you're saying, like it's a plane, but I just don't think it's gonna stop people from doing it.
Well, of course not, because it's not the first. It's not the first one.
It was just sad to see. It was just,
of course.
but
for the most part, there's been footage of the other ones. You know, obviously, technology has evolved, but there's been footage of other ones. Because people usually when people go to events and shows, the first thing they do is take the camera and record.
But my whole thing, Johnny, my only problem is when you're in those airplanes, don't they have like radars and people up there telling you like, don't go this way, don't go that way?
I'm pretty sure they do, but again, they're doing tricks, so it throws off their whole trajectory. They're doing other stuff, so it's like if you I feel like if you overdo a spinning circle turn, it's gonna and it might make you do a hard left. If you mess it up, do a hard left, and someone does the same thing and they mess up and go hard right, and boom, that's what I'm saying. They can have all the proper, oh yeah, y'all getting too close to each other. It's like that type of communication, but after doing some tricks and you just lose control, and at the same time, or not even, you could be doing this shit just right, not doing too much, and someone could just lose control and boom. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. People enjoy watching their air shows, but I just feel like planes is something you should do tricks with.
I guess.
That's just my opinion.
I mean,
people love it, so
they do love that shit.
I'm saying people love it, so they enjoy it, but I don't know. I just feel like that's something like people shouldn't. This is my opinion, But I guess we're gonna leave that topic there, and we're gonna transition to. It just at this point, just no matter what he does, they're gonna try to cancel him, no matter what he does. See, you rolled your eyes. Your first thought is somebody else. When I said that, what was your first thought, Bree? What was your first thought? Because your first thought, we're not talking about him, but what was your first thought?
It was either two people.
So what was the two people?
To be honest, I thought either we talking about Dave Chapelle or we talking about Kanye. They the two most hated people.
Well,
the minute you said
you got one of them correct, yes, because Dave Chappelle was just on Saturday Night Live, and he did his monologue, and obviously he talked about Ye and the Ye situation. But now they trying to throw some of that anti-Semitic stuff on him now. So it's like, you think this is where they finally get Dave Chappelle? They finally cancel him? Think this is where they get him, or you think they won't affect it? This won't affect
no. I don't think it's gonna affect him. I think because people know Listen, if he couldn't get canceled after the transgender and the LGBT community try to cancel him, he's not getting canceled, period. I think people know Dave Chappelle speak his mind and speak what he feels, and because of that, they don't even pay no mind to Dave Chappelle at this point. Like Dave Chappelle just does, it's just like, okay. I don't even think people pay mind to Dave Chappelle
Nah,
anymore.
but
I don't think.
I understand what you're saying, but look, article that came out. Let me scroll back. Article 10 hours ago. They said Dave Chappelle did a fake monologue in his dressing room. They said he did a fake monologue in his dressing room and then went and performed something else on stage. So therefore, SNL is already saying like whatever he said, he ain't got nothing to do with that.
But SNL's always been a weak ass company. That has nothing to do with Dave Chappelle. Period. It's just a weak ass company. It's just always been a weak ass company or a production. Because even what's his name said like they try to bully him and shit. What's his name? What? Uh, what's the Wayans brothers name? Fuck.
Which one? Marlon, Sean,
No,
Damon.
the oldest. Damon said.
Oh, Damon. Damon or Keith?
Damon.
I think.
When he.
So, I could be wrong.
No.
But I think Damon's the oldest.
No, but I'm talking about Damon. I'm talking about Damon when he was on there only for like a month or so, and he was saying like how they try to like limit what he said and all this other stuff, and so again, y'all know when y'all ask Dave Chappelle to come on y'all shit, there's a chance he may say some crazy shit because he's Dave Chappelle. But again, I could see SNL doing that, but I don't think they could cancel Dave Chappelle. I just don't think they could cancel Dave Chappelle. I think Dave Chappelle is one of those few comedians. It doesn't matter what he says, doesn't matter what he does, he just can't be canceled, and that's just my opinion. Because he has said some shit in the past, and they haven't canceled him yet. So what makes us think they're gonna cancel him now? So I mean, like,
I said the question, but obviously, certain things when certain there's certain groups, there's groups. Certain things said to certain groups hold more weight than when you say certain things other groups. So he crossed that threshold of saying something, even though it's jokes about a certain group that holds a lot of weight, especially they feel like or deem it to be something that's inappropriate.
Yeah, I just don't see it. Because the other group he said something about hold a lot of weight.
Not more than the other group. Tell you that.
Yeah, I think they up there, Johnny.
No, they are.
Nah.
No, I'm telling you, they are. But again, it's no hate, no everybody. It's just the facts. Certain groups, you say certain things about certain groups, it holds more weight than it does if you said something about other groups. It's just how it is. There's no division here. It's just the facts. You're witnessing it. You're experiencing it. That's just what it is, That's just, it is. Look, it is what it is, You take any public figure, and measure up the things they said about this group versus another public figure saying things about another group, and then you just compare the punishments and the outrage. You'll definitely see there's a difference. We're all equal. We're all equal, and we should all live in peace and harmony. But I guess again, we're living and experiencing it. No hate to no said group, this and no group. But it is what it is. But like I said, he made some jokes. This
again,
I'm telling you, Bree, this is one where they might tap him on the shoulder and it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to sit a couple of things out, take a break.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He may not get fully canceled, but I'm pretty sure it's definitely gonna affect something in the near future for him. Be on the
Don't
lookout
see
for
it.
that. Definitely gonna affect something in his near future. That's just this is my opinion, but again, we're living and experiencing, so we can see the different punishments that have taken place, and obviously, the two prime examples that's currently on that everyone's witnessing is Kanye, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving can't even play a basketball game after serving already his 5-game suspension, and all he did was post a link. He didn't say if he agreed with it or not. Posted a link that may say some things that not everyone's gonna agree with. I see the documentary. It's all the speculation, but apparently speculation says it says some things in there that's viewed to be anti-Semitic. So therefore, by him posting it, basically he can't even play basketball no more. Then Kanye lost almost his whole fortune. So I'm just saying again, we're living and experiencing it, but peace and love to everyone. Peace and love to everyone. And with that, I wouldn't be surprised with this. Something to affect Dave Chapelle moving forward. I wouldn't be surprised. A project gets put on hold or something along the lines, or he has to, do an apology and he apologizes publicly. Something along the lines of that. I'll say be on the lookout for that.
All right. We'll see, because if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna tell you.
If it don't happen, you heard me? If it don't happen, I'll legit be surprised.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'll be surprised. But
all right.
with that, we're gonna transition to some lighter talk. The girl Chloe Bailey won first solo music award.
That's your girl, Belly. Mine's just Chloe.
Huh? Yeah.
Well, not Chloe. My
Allie Bailey.
Allie, yeah.
Hallie is the one that's gonna do Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, so
yes, that's my girl.
You're just saying you're more a fan of Hallie.
Yeah, I like her music. To me is just raunchy. It's just always raunchy. Like that's all she does is raunchy music now. It's like, damn, every song gotta be sexual. Nothing could be like.
Well, that's what sells.
Not all the time. Sex doesn't always sell, Johnny.
Sex sells.
All right. You could do one song where you sexy. You could do one song where you on the floor dancing. You could do one song like that, but not every song gotta be that. God.
Listen, obviously, you gotta be diverse with it. Certain things gotta be diverse with, but she won first award. Shout out to her because obviously she does a music career. She does acting, but shout out to her. I'm pretty sure as an artist, that's a dope feeling to get your first award and get that. It's like, yeah, that's like to me, I guess, or for artists. Just in my opinion, for artists is like, oh yeah, I'm doing something right.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like your music still has to be diverse. Your music still has to be like, well, to me, it still has to make sense. Like it still has to be like love songs, and you can still do sexy songs. I mean, congratulations on her win. I was on to them before anybody even knew about them. When they were like kids, before they even signed with Beyonce, and they were making YouTube videos. But I don't know. I just feel like she can open the range a little bit more and still be sexy, but make love songs. It doesn't always have to be raunchy, but congrats to her. I mean,
shout out to her. She won her first award.
Right, because nobody's winning Grammys because Beyonce is about to snatch all them shits.
She's gonna win at least 2 or 3.
Who?
I said at least 2 or 3. That's not
Who?
Beyonce.
You a lie.
So she's not gonna win at least 2 or 3. That's
She gonna win more. No, she gonna win
I
more
said
than
at
2 or
least.
3.
I say maximum. I said
Don't put 2 and 3 there. Don't put no numbers on how much she's gonna win. Don't disrespect her like that. You don't put limits on greatness. You don't put 2 or 3. You disrespectful. This is why I don't like talking to you sometimes. You just disrespectful. 2 or 3, Johnny? Come on. You gotta do better than that. Well, I'm happy for her for winning her one award.
Well, shout out to her, and seems like it'll be, I think there's plenty more awards in her future. But we are going to transition to something a little more sad and tragic. For those who don't know what we're talking about the shooting that took place at the Virginia campus, which ended up killing 3 students, and 3 students happened to play for the university's football team. The man of interest was arrested, and he apparently was a former player on that football team. The details haven't been revealed on what transpired or what caused the shooting, but it's just overall sad. Sad news. It's crazy, at schools overall. Schools should just be like, that should be like the one place that should be safe for all, because it's school. Go there to learn, or you go there, and then obviously this is college, so it's much. They're still kids, but it's just much growner kids, and it's like no one should have to. That's not something you should have to deal with at school. I believe they said it was all on a bus coming back from off campus, and it transpired after that. We've heard that, because obviously you said it in the group chat, like, oh, there's what's the word they use? Live shooter. That's they said it was like a live shooter alert.
Yeah, because they still haven't found him yet.
No, they got him. He was arrested.
Was he?
Yeah, he was arrested like a few hours later.
Listen, I just think back when we was in college, the last thing we was thinking about was somebody coming and shooting up the school, or coming up shooting us, or anything like that. Like, that wasn't the first thing that was on our mind. And imagine now in the world that these kids have to live in, where it's like that's the thing that's on their minds. Like, is somebody gonna come in and shoot the school? Is somebody gonna hurt us? Is somebody gonna try to kill us? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is just crazy to me. And for you to be, football players and trying to make a life for yourself and your family and all this other stuff, and now you gone. Like, now these parents gotta mourn for their child while, because they were at school doing what they were supposed to do. It's a sad thing, and especially at a school, because it's like, it wasn't like they were hanging out in the street. It wasn't like they were doing this or doing that. They were literally at school,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, damn, you're just not safe anywhere no more, At a school, football players, like.
Well, apparently the student interest in the shooting was convicted of a misdemeanor concealed weapons violation in 2021. So
It's just so sad.
very unfortunate.
Damn, you gotta be scared to take you gotta be scared to put your kids in football now. You gotta be scared to put your kids in college, to go to college, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, it's just sad. It's just super, super sad.
But yeah, so it's like, obviously this just took place, so not all the details is out. There's a lot of speculation, and people's gonna report this and that. We'll keep we'll keep updated with the situation, but it's just a very unfortunate situation. 3 young men lost their lives. Overall, 5 people were shot, 2 were injured, and 3 were killed. Condolences, condolences to the loved ones of the 3 victims and those who are affected by the situation, and speedy recovery to those that were injured and survived. Just sad. This is a very sad situation.
It is.
Now we are going to transition. So I guess a popular YouTuber is facing 5 years in jail and a fine for eating a bat and posting the video. The video went viral, but it's like, woo.
What did he think he was? Mobius? When I read that, I'm like, yo, what the
It
fuck?
was a female, actually. It was a female.
It was a female. It was a female.
It was actually
What
a female.
I'm like, because in my head, I'm like, what she thought she was? Mobius, like, you thought he was going to turn into Twilight? People do know that's not how it works, right? You know the bacteria those bats have? Yo. Do you know the bacteria those bats have, Johnny?
She has 392,000 followers, so
Johnny, you're not listening to me. Do you know how many bacteria those bats have? That shit is not okay.
You know what they try to speculate about them bats not too many years ago?
What they try to speculate?
You don't remember? That was like when we got hit with the pandemic. They try to say people eating bats was one of the theories that caused the whole pandemic that shut us down. You don't remember that? That was one of the theories.
No.
You don't remember that? You know, a
No.
lot of stuff came out. You know, a lot of stuff came out, but damn,
That wasn't one of them. I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
no,
But I just know bats.
no, it's crazy. Look. She reportedly bought the bats at the market near the Laos border in northern Thailand, where bats that are infected with the closest relative to SARS-CoV-2 can also be found. So basically, in this location, there's bats that have something similar to COVID in their systems, and that's where she got her bat from to eat. So
I wonder how it tastes.
I want to know what bats taste like. I don't know. That's crazy. There are things that people eat is just like, what are y'all doing?
I just want to know what it tastes like. Still, I still want to know what it tastes like. But hey, I guess I won't know because she gonna be locked. She gonna be arrested.
Yeah,
They can't really arrest her for that, but I guess.
If it's illegal, yeah.
How is it illegal to eat an animal?
Some places is illegal.
We eat cows and chickens
In
and
America, yeah. You can't eat cows in
India.
Yeah, you can't eat cows there. So therefore, that's what I'm saying. Certain places is illegal.
I'm just saying, I want to, can somebody do an interview with her? I want to know 2 things. 1, what was she thinking? 2, how did it taste? Like, what did it taste like? Did it just taste like blood? Like, like straight blood? Like, did it just taste like, human blood? Like, what did it taste like?
I'm pretty sure it tastes like meat.
You don't know what it tastes like, Johnny? You keep guessing. But I want to know exactly, like, the taste of a bat. Like, was it like, this is bloody? Or was it like, chicken? Beef? Like, what thought process did she have while she was eating it?
Something tells me
I'm more amused.
She enjoyed that shit. I'm pretty sure she enjoyed that.
I'm pretty sure she did. But I just want to know why she did it and what it tastes like. I want to know the real reason. I want to know the reason that she told like the cops. I want to know the real reason why she did it.
I'll give you 2. That's not the first time she ate it. That's 1. And
You
2,
don't know that, Johnny. You don't know her.
Hell no. She cooked that bitch, threw that shit in the soup, and ate that shit. Hell no. That ain't the first time.
At least she knew how to cook it.
That exactly. She knew how to cook it. So therefore, it wasn't the first time. It wasn't her first rodeo. She had herself some back before.
I still want to know how it
I
tastes.
think there's certain things that should not be eaten. Certain things.
Oh my God. The only thing in this world that should not be eaten is turtles. When people eat these motherfucking turtles, they deserve to die.
There's way more other animals that should not be eaten.
No, that's the only animal that should not be eaten. A turtle.
So you eat shark?
I've eaten shark. In Trinidad, that's a specialty. And you know what? No, I swear to God. I swear to God. And it tastes just like fish. I've had shark, and it's called shark and bake.
Have you had whale?
I don't know, but I've had shark.
People eat whale.
That doesn't sound bad to me. It sounds like it tastes like fish. The shark tastes like fish. I swear to God, it tastes like fish.
I'm not saying. Let's look. Again, I can't eat fish because I am allergic. I can't eat.
So then don't talk about shark because shark is fish.
I didn't talk about it. I just named an animal.
Right, but a turtle is more precious than a shark.
This is crazy. The first animal I named, I just thought randomly of an animal. I said, not all animals should be ate. I thought of a random animal, and you was like, boom.
Yeah, I ate that. Tastes good. But I would never eat a turtle. A turtle is not supposed to be eaten. They're the most beautiful creature. My dad has 8 lizards.
Would you eat a monkey?
I would eat a monkey. I would eat a monkey before I touch a turtle. I would eat a seal before I touch a turtle. I would eat a koala bear.
No, that's sick because you said a koala bear. I was literally about to say, would you eat a bear? You said koala bear, but I was literally about to say, would you eat a bear?
I would eat a bear before I eat a turtle. I would even eat a bat. I would try the bat before a turtle. I would try a bat before I turn a turtle.
Would you eat an anteater?
Yes, I would. I would eat.
Before a turtle?
Yes.
I'm just trying to think of all the other, and so many animals. I'm just trying to think.
I would eat a zebra. I would eat a giraffe. I would eat a polar bear. I would eat a gazelle. Them lions, the way they be tearing up those gazelles and those zebras and those
would you eat
giraffe? Yes. I would even eat an elephant.
Shit, you have to stir it in the wild. That's a lot of, you know what I'm trying to say? That's a lot. You could definitely probably live off of that for like a good month.
Which one?
Talking about elephant, because the elephant is fucking.
Well, see, the thing is that other animals would smell it and probably come and try to take my food.
That is true.
But I would eat it. I would eat a duck. I would eat oh, you had duck? Okay. I eat all those. I don't care.
Duck's not that bad.
I won't eat a turtle though. I'm
just trying to think of like an outlandish animal.
Listen, I'll eat it. I'll eat it before I eat a turtle. I promise you. That and a bee, I don't like when people kill bees. But I'll eat all that. I promise you, I put that out of my child. I'll eat all that before I eat a turtle. You never see that video where they cooking the turtle? They so fucking disgusting.
I seen a video of someone cooking an ostrich.
I would eat an ostrich.
technically in the bird family, right?
I would eat a penguin.
That's so fucked up. Oh my God, that's so fucked up. But
It's light.
they all related, right? So I'm pretty sure the taste wouldn't be too drastic from each
But again, I hope she comes out on an interview or something saying why she ate it and what it tastes like. Just please give me the satisfaction. Because I hear people eat those kind of stuff. I want to know what it tastes like.
Probably gonna say
Like,
tastes like chicken. I'm not saying
probably.
That's probably what she's gonna say.
She probably is.
Which is crazy. But with that being said, that's a wrap on the brand new episode of Another City Opinion Podcast. It's your boy John, my co-host Bree, and we are out.